Good evening, everyone.
Good evening,
Good afternoon.
judges, executive and representative of the NTRC. My name is Francis Guerrero, and I'm doing this with my partner, Patrick De Freitas. Now we'll be introducing our mobile application, VinSport, under the team Sporting Good along the technological path. What is VinSport? VinSport is a user-friendly mobile application consisting of the 12 sporting disciplines in this country, under which the president for each discipline is responsible for promoting their sport, providing frequent updates such as live streaming and recording videos, and providing participation and results of athletes. This is the structure of the responsibilities. Current problems with the development of sports. The benefit of sport and importance of exercise are not highlighted from a young age. Failure to establish physical education in school from a young age. Lack of dedication from coaches and athletes to their sports. Lack of proper coordination among disciplines. Little experience of professional competition. Expenses of sporting gears and equipment. Lack of public intervention, which is views and ideas, poor training facilities, preference of athletes, unidentified talents, and limited funds. Possible solution to these problems. Develop games specifically to target the younger line of children. This is so because we hope to target the younger line of children, because the younger you are, the easier it is for you to learn a sport or skill, which is exactly why they teach gymnastics, for example, from the age of 2 and up. More training programs of cooperation for coaches. In this app, the disciplines in this country will have to function as one unit, and they will have to come together and discuss how funds will be allocated to provide these facilities and equipment. Rotation of athletes for representation. Allow or encourage participation. Competing is not always about winning, and so sometimes regional competitions can be used as a training session for athletes to go out there and gain experience in their sport, such as learning new training methods and techniques. Plan joint discipline event. The disciplines can come together, like for example in Annisville, and they can host a talent search in sports. So you can go there, you can play netball, you can do track events, you can do football, and just to get athletes out there to discover their talents and foster them to a particular discipline. Funds allocation. In this, certain funds, they come together to decide how the money is split up to fund and develop the more important part of sports that need to be developed. Bundle buying. In this app, the president for each discipline is responsible for providing equipment and gears to his or her discipline at the cheapest possible price. With bundle buying, once the disciplines come together and they decide to buy from a particular brand or company, they will get them much cheaper with discounts, so therefore equipment will be cheaper than normal in stores to the athletes. Receive feedback from the public supporters. It is very important that the disciplines take the ideas and opinions from the public into consideration, because they are the main supporters, and sometimes we need to listen to what they say, because we do not know it all. Like for example, it has been a current problem in the country with the football games. Football match are scheduled to start at 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock. But when they get there, they waste a lot of time with warm-up. They do not get there before and do what they are supposed to do. A normal football game is supposed to be 100 to 105 minutes. And here, by the time it is dark, they end the football game because we do not have the proper facilities, such as lighting, to carry on the game any later. And by the time the game is ended, when it is dark, because they started late, the athletes do not get enough time for training, enough time in the game. They get like 90 to 70 minutes the most. Donation and sponsorship. There is a sponsorship page in this app that allows interested persons and supporters in sports to donate money to help with the development of these facilities and the sponsorship of athletes. Limitations. The present condition of training facilities. The condition of training facilities is not at its best, and when the public goes out to watch an event, they would like to feel comfortable to know that there are bathrooms everywhere. So when you promote an event to them online and they come, they are supposed to see what you gave them, the expectation that you gave them. Later government intervention, the amount of money allocated to the Ministry of Sport is very limited. You see the government focus mostly on the Ministry of Health and development of roads and bridges. The irony of technology. Although this app will help to promote the Ministry of Sport, the live streaming that they will provide will give people the ability to rather stay at home and watch the game instead of literally going to it and giving them the support and the funds. The career path of athletes, we do not have elite athletes here where we train them, where we pay them to train. So sooner or later, the athletes are going to take into consideration their future and they are going to leave towards study. A short dedication, our geographical location does not assure us that athletes are always going to be there to participate and that they are going to perform to the best of their ability, because we have natural disasters, we have things such as injuries that can affect the athletes. Other duties. The president of each sporting discipline, each sport is different, so that they will have different amount of responsibilities. So each discipline will not function as effectively as another. Sponsorship. It will be a little difficult to get permanent sponsorship for the app from the start. And in the case where a particular company decides to sponsor an athlete, when the athlete leaves, for example, in career path or endures injury, the sponsorship, it will take a while to get the sponsorship transferred to another athlete. Financial requirements, it will take between 15 to 20,000 to get a professional programmer to do this app and advertisement. Human requirements, we need to foster the public attention and we need to tell them what the app is about so that they can fully support us. Environmental, the availability of land to host these advertised events and develop facilities. Advantages, donation to help improve the Ministry of Sport, representation and promotion of the country, economic growth and development, exposure for athletes and coaches, relatively cheap to start, scholarships to athletes, increased tourism, unlimited access. Disadvantages, another reason for technology, allocation of funds and out-of-pocket costs.
Okay. Welcome again. In one sentence, tell me exactly what this app is doing, please. One sentence.
The app is to promote sporting events and athletes in Siemens and underground leagues, to provide the sale of equipment and sporting gears to the athletes.
To promote events.
And athletes.
Right.
And provide the sporting gears and equipment to them at the cheapest possible price.
Afternoon. What sports do you play?
I'm a track and field athlete. Yes.
National athletes.
You're national.
Yeah.
Just checking. All right. You had said, you said the Ministry of Sports is responsible for the app?
Yes.
Okay. So if the Ministry of Sport is responsible for this app, why is there a need for sponsorship?
Two, because there is a need for development, because we can't develop one sport fully and not develop the other. So in the case when sponsorship comes in, you know, a sponsorship to a particular sector can help out with the cost of development and sending out athletes and improving facilities and such.
So you're saying that would be the responsibility of the Ministry of Sport?
Yes, it will be the responsibility. But likewise, we give the public a choice, like if they want to sponsor a particular athlete or sport, to help them with some of the costs.
question. You dealt with a number of issues which you may agree exist in the day-to-day operation of sports, and you either implied or clearly stated that the app would resolve these issues. I'm unclear how the app is going to resolve issues which are more organizational or personality based. Like you mentioned dedication of coaches, for example. How is the app going to fix that issue?
Because the coach have to meet, they work on the ministry, right? They have to meet a certain set of requirements, you know. Some people, they don't want to work unless they're getting paid. And athletes, once they don't have someone there to push them and encourage them to go on, they will not be able to do this. So this then come under the responsibility of the president. They are to ensure that the coaches and athletes do what they are supposed to.
How does the app do
Right,
that?
right.
How does the app do that?
Because the app is going to do this because you have to provide updates, like you have to show the public what you are doing,
Do you work for the ministry?
the performance of the athletes.
So you have to update, the coach has to update what on? What does the coach have to update to prove it?
They have to show, go ahead.
The information that's on the app, right? So, okay. So if like a certain athlete, he puts his information in the app. It's something like, basically it's like something like Facebook, but it has, is it?
I think I get the concept, but like Facebook, right? So you load,
Yeah.
you load your profile.
You load your information.
Right, you load your profile.
And then it's up to you to update the information either monthly or...
That's the athlete.
Yeah, that's the athlete.
Right.
And as the coach, right? When it comes to like sponsorship, person seeing your information, as a coach, you'll be there to say, okay, there's a good sponsorship. So if you have all like places, it's like a way to see the local market, appeal to the local market, the regional market, and the international market. But it's based in the St. Vincent concept, the St. Vincent around St. Vincent athletes.
Okay, just to add on, because you're talking about the athlete putting their profile.
Yeah,
but then
like statistics.
you have possible solution to some of these problems, rotation of athletes
Yes, the next
for
one, the
representation.
rotation.
Hold on. And you basically, you said in your explanation that you would want to, it's basically saying you want the athlete to have a fair chance.
Right.
But to me, it can't be.
The question, then we just...
Oh, okay. So I wanted to know how would this help? How would the rotation of athletes?
Because, you know, you get more athletes out there on the market, you know. As an athlete, when an athlete goes out there and they perform to a specific standard or meet a specific requirement, they are automatically referred to other events when they are athletes who can take that place and go out there and gain the same experience.
That is how the app will help.
Yes. So it gives the public, you know, the basic, like informs them about under the criteria for selection of athletes.
Very much.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Madam Einstein.